Time now is 10:30. The U.S. House and Senate are back on Capitol Hill. They are debating the certification of the Electoral College results. The Senate has voted so far to reject a challenge to Arizona's election results. The House is in the process of voting now. When the day started, hundreds of Republicans had planned to object to the results in some of the battleground states. Now, after protests this afternoon, some of them are changing that decision, including Indiana Senator Mike Braun.
Even the people object.
Thousands of supporters of President Trump gathered on Capitol Hill today to protest the election results. All of this happening as lawmakers in the House and the Senate were meeting to certify those results. Now, it began peacefully, but when protesters got into the building, the Capitol went under lockdown and lawmakers were forced to evacuate. Now Washington, D.C. is under a curfew tonight. The chaos, for the most part, is over, and the certification process, as you see here in these live pictures, continues tonight. All right, I'm joined now by two of our In Focus panelists to discuss the events of the day, including UIndy political science professor Dr. Laura Wilson. Laura, this is truly something we have never witnessed before in our lifetimes. Your thoughts on what we saw today and how this will go down in the history books?
Dan, as you say, this is truly historic, and I don't think history is going to look fondly back on this moment. Obviously, this is a time of American peril, a time of crisis, and of course it was a contentious election. Half the country will always be upset after any election outcome, but this is a real low in our nation's history, and I think in particular what I hope is it's an opportunity to bridge the gap of polarization and to come together. No doubt, though, a very sad moment for us here in this country.
We also have Abdul Hakim Shabazz from IndyPolitics.org with us. Abdul, your thoughts here? You spoke with some Indiana lawmakers today about all of this.
Yes, I reached out to a number of members of the congressional delegation as they were all sort of in their kind of lockdown positions to see how they were doing and what was going on. A lot of them said they were just sort of shocked, surprised, angry, you name it. There was a wide range of emotions, but I agree with Laura. It was not one of America's finer moments, but I do think hopefully some good can actually come out of this. They'll realize that, hey, we need to tone down our rhetoric a little bit, calm things down somewhat, and have intelligent. We can still disagree. We just don't need to be disagreeable. Much less, breaking into congressional federal buildings and doing harm and causing trouble.
Some tough words from some former members of the administration that have been coming in throughout the day, including from former Defense Secretary James Mattis, who called today's violent assault on our Capitol an effort to subjugate democracy by mob rule. He said it was fomented by the president and blamed a lot of the lawmakers backing some of the efforts to object, including Senator Braun, who, by the way, has now said he will not object, along with several other senators who've now changed their mind because of this, because of everything that's transpired today, Abdul.
Yes. Like I said, at the end of the day, I blame the protesters or rioters or looters, whatever phrase you want to use, because at the end of the day, they were ultimately responsible for their actions. Now, I don't think Donald Trump helped at all. I think his rhetoric has contributed to this, but at the end of the day, I do think the protesters and the people who did the damages, much like we saw this summer, are the ones who are ultimately responsible for what happened, and they need to be held accountable.
Abdul, Laura, thank you both so much. Much more coming up Sunday morning on this week's edition of In Focus.